All right, fight fans. On the undercard of the Juan Francisco Estrada Bam Rodriguez card, we had Ramla Ali taking on Yamileth Mercado for the super bantamweight championship. Let me start out by saying I got this fight wrong. I picked Ali to win this fight. She not only did she lose the fight, but according to the judges, she lost the fight pretty wide on a couple of the scorecards. Let me start with the pros and the cons. Let me start with Ali first. Pros, she put her boxing skills on display. I thought she did a very good job of using her jab and mixing up her punches. At 34 years old, she still looks sharp. She doesn't look even a little bit slow just as of yet. And I like the fact that she used her height for most of the fight. As for the cons, I don't really have any cons for Ali. If I had to pick one, I would say probably she didn't do a good enough job keeping the distance. And when Mercado was getting very aggressive, especially in those last 3 rounds, she didn't do a good enough job of keeping the distance, and she allowed her punches to be smothered when she should have been executing more offense. As for Mercado, the pros would be she stick to what she does best, which I can appreciate, throwing power punches. There was pretty much no jabs, just straight, just hooks and overhand rights. She stuck to what she does best, being aggressive. She knew that if she got in close, she could smother Ali's shots, and she did that quite a bit. And it seemed to me that she was looking to land a couple of shots that maybe Ali would be a little shook from a couple of fights ago when she got knocked out. As for the cons for Mercado, I kind of mentioned it just a little bit ago. No jab. She didn't really have anything to set her offense up. Her offense, if you watched her fight, you would know this. Her offense is mainly throwing power punches. Let's talk about the fight. I thought it was a pretty good fight for all 10 rounds. Decent action. There really wasn't a lot for the ref to do except for those last 3 rounds when I felt that Yamileth got more aggressive and she started pretty much charging in. And anytime that Ali got her offense started, that would pretty much bring the fight to a halt. The ref had to break the fight up. But for the most part, I thought it was decent action. And the truth is that I can't say a lot about this fight because this was a hard fight to judge, in my opinion. If the fight would have ended up being a draw, I would not have been upset. I'm okay with Mercado winning the fight, but I don't think that she won the fight as wide as the 3 judges had it, especially 2 of the judges. I think they had it 98-92, if I remember right. I thought the fight was a lot closer than that. Fights like this are very hard to judge. Mercado reminds me a lot of Ricardo Mayorga, except she's a better boxer than him. He was just straight wild, but her style reminds me a lot of him. No setup punches as in jabs, but just a lot of power punches, except hers is just a little more measured. But if I had to compare her to somebody, that's who I would compare her to. Let's just move on to what happens from here. As for Mercado, I heard the announcers talk about Erica Cruz. Let's bring it on. Let's see that fight because we know that Mercado has talked about moving down in weight in the past because she said she was looking for competition, which I guess I didn't understand why she wouldn't maybe talk about moving up to possible featherweight or so because there are some decent fights there. But now that she won this fight, she can stay right here at Super Bantam and take on Erica Cruz. As for Ramla Ali, she's not done. Yes, that's 2 losses, and I want to say that's 2 losses in 3 fights. She is 34 years old, but to me, I thought she still looked good and sharp in there. She didn't look like a shot fighter. She didn't look like a fighter who best days are behind her. I think she still has some good days. The problem with Ramla that I would say is that I don't see any power. And that's part of the reason why I think that she couldn't keep Mercado off of her is because she doesn't have the power to keep a woman like that off of her. So let's see if she can develop a little bit of power, maybe change her style up just a little bit, maybe get some, maybe they can work on her footwork to where when you see someone come charging in on you, she can slide to the left or slide to the right and keep her offense going. That's just my thoughts on it. What did you think about it, fight fans? Who did you pick to win this fight? Was it Ali? Did you pick Mercado? And what do you want to see happen next? Do you want to see Mercado take on Erica Cruz, which would be an excellent fight? And what do you want to see next from Ramla Ali? Who do you want to see her fight? Should she maybe think about dropping down to bantamweight, or should she maybe just think about stepping up to featherweight and see what she can do there? All right, fight fans, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so we can keep talking boxing. That's all I got. I'll let y'all later.